Hello students, welcome to my social studies class. This is Sanchita ma'am here back to take your social studies class. We are in the chapter 4 Responsibilities of a Good Citizen. Today we will learn participating in elections. Being a good citizen was discussed in my previous class. Now we will discuss participating in elections. Participating in elections. Long ago, kings and emperors ruled our country. Then came the British and they ruled India for nearly 200 years. You know, British came in our country and ruled our country nearly 200 years. But since independence, that means from the British rule, our country got independence on 1947, 15th of August, our country got independence. So, but since independence, India has become a democracy. What is the meaning of the word democracy? Democracy means the system, it is actually a system where people choose their rulers. India is a democratic country. That means it is a system where people choose their rulers. Does that mean that all the citizens rule the country? Not directly. It is not possible for all the people to rule such a huge country like India. So, we elect certain people who become our representatives and rule the country. For example, in your class, the monitor or prefect is the representative of the students. Got the idea what is called representatives? In a class, suppose in a class, the monitor or prefect is the representative of the whole class. Okay, is it clear to you now? Now, a democracy is a system in which the citizens of a state or country choose their leaders through voting. These chosen representatives then form the government to run the state or the country. In a democratic system, the government is answerable to the citizens of the country for its actions. What does it mean? It means in a democratic system like our country, the government which is already voted, already elected, the government is answerable to the citizens of the country for its actions or any decisions taken by the government. The people of the country can ask whether it is good or bad, they can ask to the representatives. Okay. That means our democratic government needs to justify or give an explanation for its actions to the citizens. Now, the process of choosing representatives through voting is known as an election. What is election? Election means the process of choosing representatives through voting is known as an election. You can underline this line and make a line below this line, underline these lines. Elections are held at different levels. What does that mean? What does it mean? Elections are held at different levels. A government is a system. In India, it is such a large country that it is not possible for a single set of people or government to take care of everything. So, we have 3 levels of the government to take care at 3 different levels. One is called central government, that is an parliamentary election. Next one is state government or assembly election, and the last one is local self governments. There are also governments that work at the local level in villages, cities, and towns. These are known as local self-governments. For example, in the parliamentary elections, people choose their representatives who will run the country. The rulers of the states are chosen through assembly elections that are held at the state level. There are also several local bodies for which elections are held. We will learn about this in the higher classes. There is also one commission that is called the Election Commission, oversees the process of electing our representatives and makes sure that the process remains free. That means the Election Commission sees overall the whole process, whether it is going smoothly or not. All voters in India receive an identity card from the Election Commission. The card contains the photograph, the name, and the address of the voter. It is called the voter card or EPIC. EPIC, the full form is Electors Photo Identity Card. Underline this word, very important one, EPIC. What is EPIC? The full form of EPIC is Electors Photo Identity Card. Each Indian citizen 18 years and above has the right to vote. The citizens of India choose their leaders by casting their votes. Their choice determines who will run the country and how. Therefore, each citizen of India with an age of 18, remember this age of 18 and above, should take part in the election process. So, today I am going to end this chapter up to this today's task. Next day I will teach you protecting public property. What is called public property will be discussed in my next video. Up to this, that means election, democracy and EPIC, these main words. You have already, I think you have already underlined this. So you learn this, just read these paragraphs. Don't worry, I will give you all the word meanings in my coming videos. Up to this is today's task. Stay safe. Thank you.